Hi! I thought I'd do a CD collection video, because when I first got into YouTube, I know I haven't been like uploading at all, but my collection was so much smaller. I think it's probably doubled now, and I think I've got enough that I could actually make a video on it. So I'm going to do that. It's my birthday in a few days, so I'm probably going to get more for my birthday anyway, but I've had some early presents and like early birthday money that I've got CDs with lately anyway. So yeah, I've got a lot now. I'm going to try and split it into categories. I also found a bunch that were in storage that I have taken and I have cleaned them up, and some of them I have ripped, but some of them haven't worked. I'm not going to edit this much because I can't be bothered, so you'll get all of the messy backgroundness of behind the scenes. Also, I think I might be sick, because I keep snuffling and my voice is going funny. Ah. I might have too many to sort into genres, I'm not gonna lie. Woo! I've got them all out. They are taller than my laptop. Hi, let's just stay here, ignore all of the chaos around me. Also, I'm missing like a calendar. I'm missing my May calendar because it's the end of, well, May's gone now, it's the 1st of June. Anyway, tangent over. CDs. So lately I've been into rock music pretty much for the past 2 months, I'd say. So that's what most of this is, but I've also got some pop music. I've got some 2000s pop and early 2010s pop that I used to listen to or occasionally like to come back to every now and then if I want something a little bit more chill and calm. I also got I've got some indie as well. I'd class Arcade Fire as indie. It's right at the very bottom, that's annoying. I wanted to do my Arcade Fire CDs first because they're good. Because throughout me listening to rock, I have consistently also been listening to Arcade Fire when I want chill music. And I really like these two albums. So I've got The Suburbs and I've got Funeral. I got The Suburbs as, this was one of my first ever CDs. I think The Family Jewels was my first CD that I bought. This was the second one. I really love this album. It does get a bit samey. If you don't like that, then you probably won't like it, but I've had it described as like a movie soundtrack, like a coming of age movie soundtrack, and that is what it sounds like. It's very like story orientated as well. I really love this album. And then next I have Funeral by Arcade Fire as well. I find it really difficult to read the back of it at the moment, but hey. And here's the middle as well of this. I like how it's got a similar art style to like early Panic, like Pretty Odd. It doesn't sound like it at all, but I just think it's interesting because it's got quite similar art style. So yeah, I think next I'm going to do CDs that I've found. Some of these I already bought before I found them, so I've got 2 copies of the same CD. And then I'll also do ones that I got in charity shops and ones that I bought like brand new or fairly new. Wow, I didn't find many. That's a charity shop one. That's one that I found. That's also one that I found. Okay, I think most of the ones that I found I've kept in this bag because I don't listen to them. I've got Evita, the soundtrack. I used to listen to that a lot when I was little because my mum really liked it, so we'd play it on the car. I've got Annie Lennox Diva. That's not my sort of thing, but it's nice for a little trip down memory lane. And then a lot of these either have the wrong CDs in them, like this Avril Lavigne CD is just completely empty. I was like, oh. I've not really ever listened to her. I mean, I would have when I was younger because it's one of my mum's CDs. But yeah, I think I might try and buy one secondhand because they're fairly easy to come by. Her songs, so her albums, sorry. But yeah, most of that I will probably never listen to because it's just not really my thing. But the ones of my mum's that I have kept are Stained, Break the Cycle. I've not listened to this very much, but I've like, I've got it on my iPod now and I've listened to it a few times and I really like it, so that's there. Also, Fallen Evanescence. I bought this before I found this copy. And the Dixie Chicks, I don't really like them that much, but yeah. And then Kerrang! I have so many Kerrang! Mixes now. Okay, by so many I mean like 3. Hang on. 1. This was one of the first CDs I ever got, because this was in the stereo that I kind of stole from downstairs already. I've got Kerrang! Best of 2005, which I like. I think this is probably my least favourite Kerrang! Mix, because it's got more like metal undertones in it, but it's still good. And then I've got another Kerrang! Mix, which is Smash It Up, I think. I think that's what it's called. Because this is Life is Loud. I've got Life is Loud, Best of 2005, and Smash It Up. I've also got now that's what I call Music 64. I've only got disc 1. This is 2005. Disc 2 is better, and I actually managed to find some of the songs on my old laptop, because I had this CD when I was little on my old laptop and must have put it in at some point and imported some of them to my library. So that's cool, because I still have those floating around. And then this, I opened it up. It's not empty now. There's the other Kerrang! Mix. It was completely empty. Didn't even have another CD in it. I was like, well, that's disappointing. Thanks, guys. And also, this is in really good condition. I know it might not look it, but for a random CD that I found, it's not like beat up at all. And I bought Linkin Park myself. I don't know why that's in the file. Okay, now I'm going to go into CDs that I bought secondhand, and CDs that I bought brand new, and CDs that I got from charity shops. The ones that I bought secondhand I mainly got off Amazon. Okay, I'll do charity shop ones first, because that's quite a small pile. So these are the ones that I got from charity shops. I found this yesterday, and I'm really happy because I've listened to it a few times. Almost Here by the Academy is. Very confusing naming, I know. But I listened to it a while ago, and I've had it in my library but not really had it playing that much. So when I looked at how much it is to buy online, and I'd have to buy it new because they weren't selling secondhand copies on Amazon or on what's it called? Music Magpie and things like that. And if they were selling them secondhand, then they were really expensive for secondhand CDs. But I found this in a charity shop yesterday for £2.50, which is a lot for a secondhand CD. They don't normally go for that much, but it was quite a posh charity shop, I won't lie. So yeah, I'm really happy that I found this. It's another Fueled by Ramen like band, so it's got a similar vibe to Paramore, and it reminds me of Fall Out Boy. I don't think Fall Out Boy is Fueled by Ramen. Oh, it is. I lied. But yeah, I got that. I also got the XX because back when I was very much into 2014 Tumblr, they came up a lot. And I never listened to them. I had them in my library, never listened to them. And I saw this CD for £1 at charity, 99p at charity shop. So I decided, sure, let's just get it and I'll listen to it at some point. I also got Katie Tunstall, I to the Telescope. I got this as one of my first CDs because it was so cheap from a charity shop. I had her music recommended to me, so I bought it, and it's good, but it's a little bit overplayed. It's another album that I'll sometimes like get stuck in my head in the evenings, like when I'm kind of like chilling down. I like Under the Weather, but yeah, good. It's got Suddenly Icy on it as well, which is overplayed in my opinion, but I still like it. It's still a good song. And then I also got Lungs from Florence and the Machine. I recently. Not recently, it was a few months ago now. It was like at the beginning of this year, I was really into this album, and it was like my album for a week. Normally I'll pick an album at the beginning of the week and I'll just listen to that for a whole week and then I'll get a new one. Not like consciously, I'll just subconsciously pick one. And this was one of them. And I quite like the songs, but they're very samey. But yeah, actually, what kind of disc is this? Okay, I need to play that on my PC. I don't think I've got this on my iPod yet. I don't know. Now I'm going to go into CDs that I bought brand new from HMV. I know this has a crack in it. That's because I swapped the casing with a different CD because I've got 2 copies of Evanescence. I don't need a shiny brand new one. So this is another copy of Fallen. This is the one that I bought before I found my mum's. And then I've got The Killers, Hot Fuss. I wasn't sure what CD to get, and I saw that this was, I think, £6 or £7 instead of £8, so I was like, you know what, it's cheaper in store than online, so I'm just going to get it whilst I'm here, and that helped me decide. Now, let's actually just do these 2 first, real quick. And then I also bought Green Day American Idiot. I bought it brand new, which I probably shouldn't have done, because it's quite a, like, low demand CD, and in like high, like there's a lot of them around, and I definitely find one secondhand for cheap. But no, I bought it brand new. HMV is a rip-off at this point, and I am going to stop going there now. I've had enough of it. But you know, it was nice while it lasted. So yeah. Got that. And also, it means that I finally got the CD for it, which is nice. And then, this one I'm really annoyed about. This is another one I bought brand new. I love this album. The Resistance has probably been one of my top albums of this month. And I went into a charity shop yesterday and I saw it for £1. I'm like, I've been ripped off. £8 from HMV. £8. And then the last 2, these are pop songs, pop genre. I got Marina and the Diamonds, Family Jewels, as I said, one of my first ever CDs, and I also got Lana Del Rey, Born to Die. Okay, now we're going into the second-hand off Amazon pile, so these are all ones that I ordered online. I also think it's important to say, I'm just cutting in with this, when I say ordered off Amazon, that might be a bit confusing. I always go onto like the buy secondhand section, and then I normally get them from I think it's like Momox or Music Magpie or like other brands. I think there's another one that's like We Buy Music and Games and TV Films, something. I don't remember, but I don't buy directly brand new off Amazon. That might be a bit confusing if you don't use Amazon, but I've got Prime, so I normally just use that. I still have to pay shipping anyway. It doesn't make a difference, but yeah, that's how that works. If that was confusing in any way, it probably wasn't. Yeah. I just think, when I think buy off Amazon, I think like just buy something brand new. So I just thought I'd fill that up. Anyway. This is one of my favourite albums ever. I love From Under the Cork Tree. It is amazing. I also got Infinity on High. When I bought this, I hadn't really listened to it ever, so I was a bit unsure, and I didn't play it much when I first got it, but now that I'm obsessed with Fall Out Boy, I've listened to it a lot more now, but I still prefer From Under the Cork Tree. But yeah, I got it because it was cheap. And I was like, I might as well if I like the other album so much, but it's got like scratches all over it, and it's got a different kind of case, so I might struggle to get that replaced if I want to, but I can't really be bothered right now, so I'm fine with it as is. Also, it's gone dark. Okay. Now we're into 2013 pop. Hang on, shall I see if I've got any more? I'll do rock first. Or alternative, whatever you want to call it. I got more Muse, I got Origin of Symmetry. This album, oh, I love this album. I've had a little bit of a fight with it because of the disc type. Discs, I'm going to talk about this now because I never see anybody talk about this. But discs with this line around the outside, you can see all the mess in the background, hi. Discs with this line around the outside won't play on like modern operating system PCs. For example, Windows 10. Like my Windows 10 PC, it's an old PC, it's got old hardware, but it won't read them properly and it will like be really jumpy. And so in order to get these CDs on my iPod, I've had to use an old computer with an old operating system from like 2014 or something. It's got Linux on it anyway, so that might also help, because Linux is better for things like that. Sorry, my nose is so blocked. What the hell? This chunky thing will read those kind of CDs, but my PC won't. My PC can only read these kind, which don't have the ring around the outside. Hi, it's me. I really hate having to try and show off the CDs because they're so reflective. But yeah. I just thought that'd be worth mentioning. So it meant for ages I couldn't, because I've only recently got the charger for my old laptop, so for ages I couldn't get those songs on my iPod and I was like gonna have to rebuy them, and I will get into that more in a minute. My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade. Very good. I love that album. I've been listening to it a lot more recently. Hang on a minute. I have 2 copies of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge because of the whole thing with them not working. So one of them I bought secondhand, one of them I bought brand new. I meant to put it in the brand new pile, but I didn't. But that's the one I bought secondhand. It's got the line around the outside. And then this is the one I bought brand new from HMV. It doesn't have the line around the outside. You can see it a bit more when you have them next to each other. But yeah, also the printing quality is slightly different. I'm putting them in the wrong cases now. But yeah, this is the old one, this is the new one. And I do think it's printed slightly better on the new one. It's whiter on the new one, whereas it's more yellow on this. But I think that's just because it's old. Also, some of the text at the bottom you can't really read on the older one. And I'm presuming that it is just because it's older. I don't think any of my CDs are especially counterfeit. I mean, maybe it is that common, but I find it unlikely that it is. So yeah. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I love this album so much. It's one of my favourite ever. It was the first one I tried to get on my iPod and it didn't work because it was one of those kind of discs. But I could disco a few of you can't sweat out. This is another one that I couldn't get on my iPod and I was really upset about it because this is another album I was really looking forward to getting on there. I over-listened to this album when I first got it. I like spoke to my mum when we were in the car and I was like, can I play Panic at the Disco? Do you mind Panic at the Disco? And she was like, it was alright for the first it was alright for the first day, but then when you kept playing it over and over again, kind of got a little bit sick of Brendan Urie, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, that is fair enough, I have overplayed this. I love this album. It's so good. Then I've got Riot by Paramore. Not Row It. Whenever I try and type it out, I always get the I and the O the wrong way around. But yeah, I really love this album. I just say that for all of them. This is one that I'm into a lot less than the others, but more recently I've been listening to it more. When I first got it, I hardly ever played it. But I've been listening to it more now. Then we've got Meteora, Linkin Park. This is another one that I was really, really into, especially when, like, during February, early February, I was really into this CD and then never got back into it. So it arrived, like, because I ordered it when I was into it, and I don't think I've ever played this in a CD player. Obviously, I've got it on my iPod now, so I can listen to it whenever, but yeah, it's just one of those that I've not really got back into. It's still a really good album, and I still like it, I just haven't listened to it much. Now we're going back into 2010s pop. Well, I'd say that Daughter's a little bit more like indie, maybe, but I'm really bad at categorizing music into genres. If You Leave is this is my new winter sad girl music, because I did have an album that I would listen to every winter, but the artist turned out to be a bad guy and I can't really separate the music from that, I'm not gonna lie. Just because in some of the lyrics it's it doesn't explicitly say that, but it can be interpreted as, oh, he's talking about that now. So I've stopped listening to them, and during that time I just did my own recordings and did just a cover of it myself and listened to that instead. But yeah, this is my new set, Girl Went to Music. It is a really good album. It's also nice for just like spacing out. If you just want like background music to chill and space out at like 4 o'clock in the morning, it's great for that too. Then I got Electra Heart by Marina and Diamonds. I've always loved Marina. She is amazing. I haven't listened to her much lately because I've been more into rock music, but she is like a constant in my life. I love her. And I was like, I am not buying Electra Heart if it doesn't have By the Stars on it. And I managed to get a deluxe edition, and I'm really happy about it. It doesn't have Evol or what's the other one? Like Electra Heart. I think those are the only 2 bonus tracks. It doesn't have those 2 on it, but I'm really happy with this. It was really expensive though. It was £15 and I bought it secondhand, but the only other one available was like 90 something. And I'm not saying that means that this is rare, it just means that, well, they're difficult to get hold of and they're in high demand, is what that means. But I'm really happy that I managed to get my hands on this, because I love her music so much, and I didn't want to just get the regular edition, so I'm really happy with it. And then I've also got Pure Heroine by Lorde, another 2014 Tumblr album. So yeah, she's great. I listen to her a lot in January. Whenever I listen to this, it reminds me of getting ready for school in January, ready to go back, and it was snowing, and we had a snow day, and I spent all morning curling my hair and making sure I looked lovely, and we didn't even go into school. So that was that was fun. But I really like that album. It just reminds me of that, because January of this year is quite like monumental. I know this sounds stupid, but it's when I got my side part. So, and I've had it pretty much all year. I think I had a middle part for like a few days in between because I was like not feeling it. But it signifies the beginning of an era, and it's also when I had my iPhone 5S, because I got that for Christmas, so it just, I don't know, it's just like the beginning of an age. And then we've also got Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I got into this before I got into, sorry, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I got into this before I got into A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, which is funny, because A Fever You Can't Sweat Out is so much better. But yeah, this is another 2014 Tumblr album. And when I went into HMV, this was one of the albums I was going to buy, and I didn't. And then I listened to it through again and just found myself skipping most of the tracks. But yeah, but on this, I really like Colourful, and I like Nicotine, but his voice can get a bit annoying on it. I like Vegas Lights because of the 5, 4, 3, 2 and like the numbers thing. I like the numbers thing in Vegas Lights. And then I thought This Is Gospel is alright, but I don't get how that was one of the most popular tracks, I'm not gonna lie. But it's still good. Girls, Girls, Boys. I really love that song, but the lyrics are a bit ooh, because I think a lot of people see it as oh yeah, this is great, this is like a progressive song, but I've only ever interpreted, well, when looking at the lyrics, I've only ever interpreted it as I am annoyed because this girl is into another girl and not into me, like, ugh. But trying not to be a dick about it, I don't know. But I really liked the song, like musically it is a really good song, it's just a bit, yeah, iffy. So yeah, that's my entire CD collection. Now what? I think I'll also do years because I really like looking at the years that albums came out. This is 2013. Because it was the... Yeah, it is 2013. I thought it was. This is... Okay. Genres. Hang on. This is 2010. This is 2012. This is 2013. This is 2012. This is 2013. There's a theme here. I'll do those after I've done the ones around the same year. Oh, there are some of these that I do not know. This is 2010. This is 2004. This is 2009. This, I think, is 2002 or 2003. I always get this one wrong. 2004, okay. This is debatable. I think this version's 2008. No, 2009. There are several versions of Lungs that I've listened to. Some of them are different years. But this one's 2009. 2003. Yeah. 2002 or 2004. I think it's an even number. 2004. I do not know the year for this. 2004. Okay. 2009. Hello. 2005. 2008. 7. I always think that's 2008 and it's not. 2007. 2001. 2000. And I'm not looking at it, by the way. It's either 2007 or 2008. If 3 Cheers was 2004, I'm gonna say 2006. I think there was 2 years between them. It was! Look at me go. Okay, 2004. 2005. I always get this one wrong. I think it's 2007, because that's like a really random year. Yeah. This one I don't know. I think 2002. It might be 3 though. 2003. 2004. This one I do not know because I've not checked. Oh, actually, I think I have. I think it's 2005. It was around the same time. No, 2004. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through these guys because they're not mine. But yeah, that's all of my CDs. I just rambled about that for half an hour. Woo! Anyway. Bye! Hey, so I know I've rambled on for quite a while now, but I just wanted to make another quick video talking about my iPod, because I mention it a lot and I never actually show it. So this is my iPod. I have the I don't know if that's probably going to be backwards, that looks so weird. This is the iPod Nano, I can't remember, I think it's 2nd generation. I don't know, it's 2005. How do I not know what generation iPod I've got? I'm crazy. Because part of me wants to say 5th generation, but I think that's far too modern. Let me check, hang on. Okay, I lied. So I'm fairly sure this is the iPod Nano 2nd generation from 2006, which is annoying, because I've been telling everybody it's 2005, but no, 2006. I'm wrong, I'm stupid. You can't really see it very well because of the lighting. But yeah, this is my iPod. So yeah, that's my iPod library. I got this for, I think it was £25 at Cash Converters. Not Cash Converters, at Kex. Which is really good, because it was graded as a C product, but when I got it, it was so yellowed around the click wheel and, like, at the top. You could probably still see, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. You can see it a little bit there, but it's a tiny bit yellowed. But what I did is I got some micellar water. Like, I used cleaning product on it and it didn't do anything. But when I used micellar water, it got it off, like, immediately. And now it looks, like, pristine. There is a tiny little nick in the screen there. But honestly, it's fine. It's great. And I'm really impressed. Also, the Apple logo is very scratched. So that's another thing. So I'm not sure if this would still be graded as a C now that I've cleaned it up a bit. But, hey, I got it for £25. That was a big win. But yeah, I love this thing. It is my pride and joy. I also have a portable CD player. Almost died. I also got a portable CD player whilst we're on the topic. This is that. I got this, I think, £10 at a Cash Converters. It's worked fine. I've had no issues with it at all, really. The only thing that I do have a problem with is sometimes if I put it in my bag, if I leave a CD in there, which you shouldn't do, but I do, and now I know not to, but it will sometimes think the buttons are being pressed in my bag and then it'll turn on and just be spinning and draining all the battery. So if you have portable CD player, be careful of that. I mean, you probably are. You're better at this than me. But yeah, and it's got a little domo on it. I did have a Pokemon sticker on it here, but it fell off because I didn't make it very well, because I make all my stickers. But yeah, I hope that for my birthday I can get some printer sticker paper. That way I can make better quality stickers, because I've got my laptop covered in stickers that I have made myself, and they are all going to fall off because they are made with sellotape. Yay, fun fact about me. Tangent again. So yeah, that's my CD collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Look at how, this isn't even all of them. Look how much, trying to get a cool shot for the thumbnail. Ta-da! CD collection. So many of them. This is where it all goes horribly wrong. No, it's fine. Yay. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very long, unnecessary video on just some CDs that I've got. I'm probably going to update this soon. So yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed my very long video on my CD collection. And yeah, I really enjoy this. I've been really interested, like, I've just had a big thing for music. I always have. It's always been such a big thing for me, and it's weird because I'm not really, like, into making it as much as I used to be. I'm very much into looking at different artists, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it, and I feel like you don't get many, I haven't met many people like that before, but it matters so much to me, and I really love it. It's so much fun. It's like, what do you spend your evenings doing? Listening to music. I just listen to so much music, and like finding new CDs and writing lists about them and things like that. And I'm not even like that big into bands. I don't really look at the band members that much. I just really love music. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon.